Hi guys, I'm here to do my New York haul, which also will include Bookcon. Although don't get super excited, I didn't really get a lot from Bookcon. Last year for Power Reader Day, I know a lot of people left with a lot of books. This year you had to buy a lot. Like for example, I was walking by one little booth and I saw that there was an author standing there signing books. So naturally I walked up and I said, oh, you know, there's like no one there. So I was like, oh, you're signing. Cool, what is it? I was like looking over and he's like, yes, I will sign for $16. And I just like looked at him and I was like, okay, well, I might come back, and just like awkwardly walked off. But I'm not gonna pay for a book. I have no idea what it's about. It didn't look like something, it didn't look like YA or something, or some adult book that didn't really seem like it interests me. So I do have a lot of random stuff. I'm going to show you some of the stuff I bought for my family as well from New York, because I haven't given it to them yet. And then, yeah, that's like the majority of just like stuff I bought. But I will have you know, I had so much fun in New York City. I've never been there. I had so much fun at the Booktuber meetup, which was like one of my favorite parts for sure of Saturday, because Bookcon was a little disappointing. So next year I will be going back to New York City. However, I'm going to be going to BEA, and I'm not going to be probably even messing with Bookcon. But yeah, BEA sounds like amazing. And a lot of my friends went and they had such a blast meeting authors, getting free ARCs, and just amazing books and tote bags and just so much stuff. But it's stuff they all wanted. It wasn't just like random, like, what is this stuff? So yes, without further ado, this is kind of just all assorted, and the first thing I got on my New York trip was this. Michelle and I, we felt like such like, oh my gosh, we're gonna be like those people, we're already touristy, and no, this was a lifesaver on the plane. Like, I can't really sleep very well. I slept like a baby on the way home from New York, and it was perfect. So I'm gonna keep this for my next trip. I did pick up one really cute book that the author he was there, and he put a sticker on the back. It says, "We love each other." And so I'm gonna give this to Connor, and he has like, honestly, so many of these books. He probably doesn't need another one, but he loves books, and he loves to read, and he loves, well, this one doesn't have words. Well, it does. No, it does. Okay. He loves to read. He loves it when people read to him, and he likes to look at pictures and stuff. So I'm going to bring this home for Connor. I did get a few tote bags, which tote bags are always fun. However, me and my friends were joking around saying it'd be nice to have something to put in the tote bags. But I did stop by Quirk Books, and I got this, Totes Books. And then it says Quirk Books there at the bottom. And you could always use more tote bags. I mean, whether it is for actually books, whether I'm going to the library or whatever, or if it's just for random traveling and stuff. Tote bags are always come in handy. I did get this one, which I really like. It says, I read YA, and this is from Scholastic. I came over to their little booth, and there were so many people over there. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even like get close. I do have a couple like little pins that say I read YA. I did get another pin. It's Free Comic Book Day, which is in May. So that's already like, that's a year away. But you know, whatever. I like comics, and so I was sad that I went over to this one little booth, and I really wanted to pick up, it was like a new comic, and unfortunately you had to buy them, so I was like, never mind. I got this little bookmark. It's for Epic Reads. I could always use more bookmarks because sometimes I lose them, or yeah, I sometimes read multiple books at once, so I need a few extras. And this is from epicreads.com. Book shimmy. So yeah, I got a few cool little tote bags and stuff like that. And then I did get these 4 totally random books that Michelle they're 4 ARCs that Michelle grabbed for me. I have no idea what they're about. I feel kind of almost guilty for taking them because I feel like other people would have liked them more. Because it's The Unfinished Life of Addison Stone by Adele Griffin. Did one of you pick this up? I don't know. Irby's Game by Timothy Holland, I don't know, a Junior Bender mystery. I got A Deadly Wandering by Matt Richtel. Actually, I got this whenever I was with Jamie, Jeff, and Heather and Matt, and it was so funny because you had to type in your email to sign up, and then you would get the book. And me and Jamie did it. I think Heather did it, and I felt so bad because Jamie told Jeff to do it. So he finally goes over and he figures it out. He types in his email, and I had taken the last one, so Jeff didn't even get one. I felt bad. Sorry, Jeff. I'm sorry. If you really want this, I will send this to you. And then I got The Button Man by Mark Pryor, and this guy was actually really nice. He actually was over there, and this was like very beginning of the day before when I was mainly just walking around with Michelle, and she's like, Jessica, get in line. So I just kind of followed her, and he did write to Jessica, best Mark Pryor. So he was really, really nice. I'll hang on to this one, and I'll see what it's about. Yeah, I don't know if this is like part of a series. Oh, it's a series prequel, so that works out in my favor. I'm gonna say one of the best things I got at Bookcon was this little random man. Like I showed my friends this because no one had even seen these out besides me, really, out of my friends. It was just the most random thing. So when we first walked in, me and Michelle saw these little boxes, and there were like 20 of them, and they said it's just one per person, obviously, first come, first serve, and it said Potbellies. It says mini boxes for tiny treasures. So I was like, okay, let's just grab it and go. So I open it, and there's this little man inside, and it is the weirdest little thing. So, I mean, that's kind of cool at first, you know. You're like, okay, it's a little dude. His head comes off. Why does his head come off? I don't understand. And there's like, I still don't know what is inside. It looks like a little cigar or something. I still don't even know. But this is Ernest Hemingway. It says on the box, and the best part, it's famous faces with secret spaces. What am I gonna do with this? Should I put it on my shelf? I don't know. I guess it's pretty funny. I did actually end up reading this thing, and it said it's made out of crushed marble, so that's kind of interesting. Potbellies is a collection of miniature figurines with secret compartments for storing tiny treasures. What could you put in that? Well, I don't understand what you could put in it. It says it's hand painted. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely like interesting. I don't know. What is this? I don't understand. Oh, I also got this for the plane. Yeah, I know, super exciting. I ended up not even really using it. Michelle actually got that for me because I ended up just reading and then sleeping. So I actually didn't really use that, but I was thinking about it. Then I got this little Statue of Liberty dude, because we actually did end up going to the Statue of Liberty. Or this isn't from the store whenever you leave the Statue of Liberty on Liberty Island. Those are way too expensive. This was just in New York. Then I got a couple magnets. Like, there were a few situations where I wanted to buy something from New York just to remember the experience and stuff, but I didn't want to buy necessarily a shirt or something like that I feel like I wouldn't use, or, you know. So, for example, I went to the 9/11 Memorial and Museum with Michelle, and I got this magnet. It says I Heart NY, and then it says the 9/11 Memorial up there. And the museum just actually opened up, but it was very, yeah, it was pretty amazing. It was obviously very like emotional and sad, and there were people that were walking around with like tears in their eyes. But it was also a really, I think, a great way to remember everyone that died and just everyone that gave their lives, and they had lots of pictures of firefighters, and I thought it was a really amazing experience. I'm glad that we went. The other one was for my first ever Broadway, and I almost got a t-shirt, but I have so many t-shirts and I don't really wear a lot of them, so I decided not to do that. But I did get this magnet, and it's, we saw Jersey Boys, obviously. It says the story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. I loved this Broadway. I thought it was so good. Oh, it was so good. My first ever Broadway. I saw that there's going to be a movie, so I really want to see the movie now. But the music was amazing. Just the whole play in general was so good. It was so good. We actually had really good seats thanks to Michelle. I'm probably going to keep saying thanks to Michelle, because Michelle was basically the reason that I got to go to New York City in the first place. I'm so oh, she like didn't have to do it, and it was so nice of her, and I just will forever remember this trip. It was so amazing for so many different reasons, and Michelle and I had so much fun on Thursday and Friday sightseeing, and then Saturday we kind of got split up a little bit at Bookcon, but we both had fun kind of for different reasons on Saturday, and I know we were both kind of excited to get home, but just overall it was so much fun. So I got those magnets, and then I did get one poster. This is a ticket, but I'm probably gonna use this as a bookmark, and it says Bookcon kickoff event, general admission, blah blah blah. So this was from that Friday, and so I'm probably gonna use that as a bookmark, like I said. So this is this huge poster, which I'm probably gonna have to like get back for you guys to see. So this side is for the new book for, I can't really show, and then this side is basically all of the covers together, and it says the Divergent series. Can you even see that? And then the fourth corner though is now for 4. So I'm not even sure, when does that come out? On sale 7/8 of 14. Okay, so it's not too terribly long. That's really exciting. Yeah, so I got a poster. I don't know where I'm going to put this because it's massive, but I'll find a spot. And then I did go to the Bookcon kickoff event. That's what that ticket was for. And Tina Fey and Jason Bateman and the author and the director, they were all there. It was actually, I was like 40 minutes late because me and Michelle were on time to everything on Thursday, and then almost all of Friday. We kind of got behind because Michelle actually ended up meeting up with someone that currently lived in New York City. I was totally for it because I was going to see all my friends on Saturday, so I wanted her to see her friend, and we met up, and we were planning on just like saying hi for a few minutes and leaving, but Michelle and Danny had decided to get some food. So again, I was totally fine with that, but I didn't realize we were going to go to like a nice sit-down lunch kind of deal. And we were already running behind, and we still had to stop by a couple places before we got to the Javits Center for the Bookcon kickoff event. So I was trying not to get really antsy and impatient, and I kept trying to remind myself that I just need to calm down, we'll get there when we get there. We were 40 minutes late though, so I was kind of upset. I was trying not to be upset, but I was. So it was, the reason why I was is because the event was only an hour, and we were 40 minutes late. So I also got even more antsy whenever Christine texted me because I didn't know that my friends were going. I didn't know of any booktubers that were going. I thought it was just going to be me, and so once I found out that they were going, I wanted to get there even faster because I wanted to meet them. I didn't think I would meet them till Saturday. So I got there, and luckily Christine had told me that they were staying all the way to the right. So I came in, and it was dark, and I couldn't see anything, and all of a sudden I saw Ariel's hair, and I was like, Ariel, because it was completely dark because they were doing a screening of the new movie. So Ariel turned around like, yes, oh my god, I found them, because this place was pretty big. I was in the special events hall if you guys went to Bookcon and BEA. And so I sat down, and I found Tiernan. I was trying to get my ticket so I could go, and I look over, or I hear someone say Jessica, and I look over, and it was Tiernan. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm so out of it. I was just like, I get in that like mode where I'm just so focused. I'm like, I gotta get my tickets, I gotta get in the special events hall, where is it? Like, I was just so focused, and I was kind of oblivious to what was around me. So I'm sorry, Tiernan, I wasn't like just totally, you know, not paying attention to you. But we ended up meeting up with Tiernan again. So we sat down together with Kat and Christine and Jessie and Ariel and Liz, and it was so much fun. So we didn't really get to talk throughout the rest of the panel, obviously, because I've been rude. But once the panel was over, I ended up, like, I don't know how long it was, like 20 or 30 minutes. I got to talk with them and officially meet in person because, yeah, that was super, super cool, super exciting. And we got a picture together, and it was just so much fun to finally meet them. And then they ended up leaving. They'd had a super long week and a super long day for BEA, and they left, and then Michelle and I went to the Strand bookstore, which, where is my t-shirt? Just realized my t-shirt is not here. But actually, before I show you that, I did get the book for the Bookcon kickoff event. It is This Is Where I Leave You by Jonathan, is it Trooper or Troper? I probably should know that by now. When I went to the Strand on Friday though, this is kind of wrinkly because I just washed it, but I ended up getting this t-shirt, and it's a bunch of authors. It says Strand Books. Strand Bookstore, New York City, strandbooks.com. And it says, I mean, there's like Shakespeare and Jane Austen and let's see, which of the Bronte sisters is that? But it's like a bunch of authors. I just thought it was kind of corny and fun, so I got it. On Saturday, I did get my Bookcon t-shirt, which I ended up putting on like halfway through the day because, well, one, I got it, so I was like, oh, I should just put this on. And I was so just like hot, and like my shirt was kind of like, you didn't think it'd be uncomfortable, but it was just tight, and like, oh, and so many people were like coming up to meet me, and it was like in my face, and like I loved it, but it was a little overwhelming, and I'm not used to big crowds, and I just wanted to relax, and they just gave me a t-shirt, so I'm like, I'd much wear a t-shirt, so I put it on like halfway through the day on Saturday, but it's just a pretty simple Bookcon t-shirt, and yeah, it's really, really soft. It is like an extremely soft t-shirt, so that's cool. I did find on Friday also a bookstore. I almost started crying because back home, this stuff doesn't happen to me. You don't just walk in a bookstore and find a signed book. It doesn't happen because there's no authors in the area. There's no, like, they don't just come and randomly sign books. So I walk in and I saw this, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, autographed, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I just like had to, I wasn't planning on buying any books, but I had to buy it. And Stephen Chbosky signed this. I read it last year for the first time and loved it. I love the movie, and oh my goodness. So good, so good. But I walked up to the counter and I was talking to the guy that worked there, and he goes, yeah, he was actually in here today. What? He was in here today? I could have met Stephen Chbosky. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Oh, I was like so excited, but also bummed because I missed him. I think I'm down to like one bag, I think, now. So I ended up getting, Dad, before I left, wanted a corny, like, I Heart New York shirt. So I got him a gray one. And this was so cheap. Like, I was worried I wouldn't even find stuff like this. Okay, no. Like, every other block, especially around Times Square, had one of these stores just full of the I Heart New York, like, merchandise. My mom was really easy to shop for, and I got her a t-shirt because she really likes t-shirts, and it says Hershey's. It was from that Hershey store, and it's kind of hard to see, but the gold is kind of shiny, and it says Times Square. So that's where our hotel was in Times Square, and this was like right next door to where we were. I got this shirt for my sister, also Hershey's. She loves chocolate, and it's like sparkly. I don't know if you can really tell, but it also says Times Square, and it's just a plain t-shirt. I got this for my little brother Sammy because he drinks coffee like, I've never met anyone his age that drinks coffee like that. It's probably not good for him, but anyways, I got him a mug, and I wanted to get him something small, and I was running out of funds, but I wanted to get him something. This next gift is probably the strangest gift ever, and you guys are not going to understand, like, why did you get him that? I don't even understand, but I got this for my older brother Mark, and he's just got a great sense of humor, and I think he's going to laugh, and I got him this really weird rubber ducky. It has like America butt. It has a flag on its butt, and it's like the Statue of Liberty. It says New York on the front of it. What is he gonna do with this? No idea. This was probably the most like impractical thing I got, but and it was not very cheap. Like, I just grabbed it and went up to the counter, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I got a little shirt for Connor, of course, my nephew. It was the cutest little Hershey's shirt. It says Times Square, and it's got a Reese's and a Hershey's Kiss and a chocolate bar. And actually, in that store, when you walk in, they give you a Hershey's Kiss. So I was like, I love this store. I love chocolate. And I couldn't resist. I know I shouldn't spoil my nephew, but, you know, that's kind of what they're for. So I got Connor a Mickey Mouse with this little I Heart NY shirt. Connor loves Mickey so much. It's like his new thing. His little sheets are like Mickey, and he watches the little show, and I know he's gonna like just cry when he sees this. This is the only store that you can get this in, she said, because of the little shirt, and this comes off, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so I got this for Connor, and I hope he likes it. Oh, and then I almost forgot, I got this for my brother-in-law Shane, and he is a huge Spider-Man fan. It just says New York City, and it just says, it's just Spider-Man. It was just, I was in a store, and I saw it, and I was like, I should get this for Shane. He doesn't really drink, but Spiderman. That's pretty much all I got for them, but I tried to include everyone. So this was it. This was the haul. This is what I brought. I just had one thing of luggage and it's barely all fit in it. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I had so much fun. Mainly I was just excited from just, I guess it sounds really corny, but the memory and just to get to talk to people in person and to find out that everyone really is as amazing as they seem in their videos. So really the next time I will see my friends will probably be at the next BEA in New York, which is a year away. That's so sad. I'm hoping to go to some like book festival or something, some book event before BEA because that's a year away and that's so long and I don't want to wait to see you guys again. But thank you again to everyone that came up to me, that talked to me, that got a picture with me. You're the best. I love you all. I hope that you had fun if you went to Bookcon. I know a lot of people got more books than me and they waited in line and stuff and I didn't. I really wanted to wait in line for Grumpy Cat and I didn't. I'm very impatient and I hate all lines in this world. I hope you enjoyed this video. My document your lifestyle New York video will be up very soon, as well as another book haul that it's going to consist of books that I got like right before I went to New York City. So that's fun. But that's it. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!